Everybody, Mark over here at Twanger's Turntable. I hope you're all doing well on this day, this evening, whatever it happens to be when you're watching this. If you're new to my channel, thanks for dropping by. I hope you'll find something you'll dig. If you're returning, salutations. We'll get that over with. I really do appreciate you all for dropping by my channel, checking things out, and your support. Most importantly, friendship support. That's a very cool benefit to this vinyl community that we are part of. I feel fortunate to be part of. And which brings me to the point why I'm here today. But we'll start with a cheers. Crack open a cold one of the Coke variety, that is. If I can crack the damn thing open. There we go. Cheers, everybody. Put that on my trusty little coasters I got a couple of years ago there for Christmas. Got these cute little takes on famous albums. The Bright Side of the Moon, this one. So yeah, today I'm here for my buddy Jack over at the CD Cave. Nice new logo he's got. He kind of he basically mentioned he's doing a rebrand, but just his logo. He's still Jack. He's still doing what Jack does. I'll leave a link. Go check him out. But he's making a push for another 50 subs. So as soon as I saw that, I think it was yesterday morning, but I had some errands I had to run, so I ran out. Namely, getting this thumb back to working condition. I've been doing some physio with that after my accident there, but whatever, I digress. So yeah, I couldn't jump onto it right away. I got home and I did watch a couple of videos in relation to this, namely Steve over at A is for Alice. Also watched Craig over at the Spirit of Vinyl. And I didn't want to watch too many, but there was another one. Damn it, I hate when I forget that because then it feels like I'm leaving something out. Or no, it wasn't one of this. It wasn't regarding this thread. It was Gary. He was doing the 4x4 thread. So that was the other one I watched last night. So yeah, those two guys. And of course, I didn't want to watch anymore. I know there's been a great response to it, as there should be. Jack's got a great channel. He's a good dude. So I encourage you to go check him out and sub him. Let's get him up to those additional 50 subs and beyond. Just go sub Jack. I mean, it doesn't cost anything, right? So I didn't want to watch too many. I was thinking about the take I could do on this, and there are so many. So the thread is basically music by numbers. Thread his push for 50 more subs. So music by numbers. I'll leave a link. Jack can describe it, but the gist of it is picking album titles, song titles, with a number in the title. And I don't think it matters whether it's Roman numerals or not. I didn't choose any that I can recall that were Roman numerals. Easy for you to say. Did I say Roman numerals? Anyway, so I grabbed 10, and I actually grabbed a lot more than 10. I couldn't, well, I did pare it down, but I easily had 20. That I could think of, and yeah, it was pretty fun thread to do. So let's get to it, or this video will be friggin' 20 minutes long, which I don't want to do again. And the other thing I did, you'll notice there's a theme there. Well, I'm not going to leave it a mystery. I went all Canadian. Jack is a fellow Canuck up here in Canada, the North. So I went with all Canadian artists. Yeah, so let's get to it. The first one I went to, if it doesn't get much more Canadian to this. It depends. I don't know what some of these artists will be like outside of our borders. I know these guys, and in particular, this album to a certain degree, and some may think this is blasphemous if you're a King Crimson fan. So maybe some of you know what it is, but it's April Wine, Harder, Faster, and they do a great cover on here of 21st Century Schizoid Man. But yeah, great album from 1979. Yeah, Jerry Mercer was always one of my favorite drummers growing up as a kid. I love April Wine. That's probably, if you watch my channel, that's not a big secret. I pretty much have all of their stuff. Not quite. Some of the stuff I into the 80s, I kind of lost them a little bit. I still appreciate them, and Miles Goodwin, rest in peace, was a fantastic vocalist in my humble opinion. So yeah, 21st Century Schizoid Man by April Wine. Another Canadian act, the first real band I saw live, and it is their third and final album by the Headpins, and it's Head Over Heels. The last, I could have chosen a couple of their songs now that I think of it. Their Line of Fire album has a number song in it too. But it's the one that kicks off the album. Still the One. First track on side one. I guess you can't really see it there. I took them out of the outer sleeve, so it wasn't as much glare, but it's a shiny finish on this one. This is a promotional copy. I don't know if that means anything. It certainly doesn't mean anything to me. It's just the one I happen to grab. So next up, by a band that are kind of polarizing. Some people love them or hate them, or just are maybe indifferent to them. Just I've seen a couple of videos recently about Jeff Witcher did a good one about bands he likes, or was it Jeff Witcher? God, I don't want to get that wrong. But essentially, it's artists. Maybe it was Steve, because I remember Steve mentioning it. Artists, bands you like, but you couldn't quite get into it due to the vocals. Yeah, it was Steve. But yeah. So it's Rush and A Farewell to Kings, not 2112, but the last song, side 2, Cygnus X-1. There we go. And I'm one of the ones that I love anything Rush. Well, I like anything Rush. Love their 70s output, early 80s. Going beyond Roll the Bones is probably about it, but I still like stuff beyond that. I love these guys, and yeah, the Holy Trinity, in my opinion. Love everything they did. So Cygnus X-1-1 from Farewell to Kings. I could have gone with the Hemispheres. That kicks off with part 2 of Cygnus X-1, but I didn't. And I could have gone with 2112. There's several I could have gone with. Next up, the debut from another great trio up here in Canada, and it's the debut from Triumph. Love Triumph, always liked their stuff. Rick Emmett, Gilmore, and Levine, just a incredible band in my opinion. What one did I pick off here? Where are you? 24 hours a day. Jesus, I'm looking at every track except for the first one. Yeah, wow. 24 hours a day kicks off their major label recording debut, self-titled Triumph. When was it? 76? Yeah, 1976. So yeah, great album. Again, another band that up until probably 83, 84, everything they did, I can get behind. Next up, another Canadian act. I'll stop saying that. They're all Canadian. I already said that. But yeah, Helix. And what do we got off here? We have 6 Strings, 9 Lives. Yeah, just a killer album. I mean, Heavy Metal Love is probably one of their best known songs. Rock You off of this one is probably the best one. Heavy Metal Love was No Rest for the Wicked, of course. But yeah, Greg Fritz Heinz just passed away here, I think last year. Rest in peace. And yeah, incredible. Well, incredible is very subjective. I really dig this album. This is in my wheelhouse. That time where it came out of 84. I think it would have been 1984. Yeah, so it would have been right in the wheelhouse of stuff all me and my buddies were listening to. So great album. Did I say the name of the song? I did. 6 Strings, 9 Lives. Next up, Harlequin, Love Crimes. So do you know the song off this one? Harlequin had some pretty good albums, but I don't know how much success they had outside of our borders, but I always dug them. Some more than others, but yeah. What do we got here? The last track on side 1, Heaven, Dial 999, which is kind of funny because they seem to be trying to appeal to the UK audience with Dial 999. I know in the UK it's instead of 911 it's 999, as I learned from Lemmy and Motorhead. But yeah, Harlequin was saying it too, and this was been in 1980, was it? I'm giving you years here, but you can probably find this out for yourself. Yeah, 1980. This probably would have been best known for Innocence was a big one, but also Thinking of You. Thinking of You was a great tune on here. Check it out if you haven't checked any of these out. I would encourage it just so you're familiar with them. I think they're worthy of checking out. Next up, and their debut, the boys from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Loverboy. I've shown this before, and that's the other thing. I tried to minimize the amount of albums I've shown before, which is hard to do sometimes with these type of threads, but and Jack showed another Loverboy album, much more recent one than this one. This is their debut from 1980 as well. But yeah, Lady of the 80s on here. These are all great tracks to me. This is their debut when I think Loverboy wasn't quite sure if they were going to be kind of a new wave or a rock, or maybe that's just production. They were always a good straightforward rock band in my opinion. Most of it was just production, what you would hear. But this is a great one. Lady of the 80s, great song. DOA is another amazing. Teenage Overdose. They're all good songs. I shouldn't be singling them out. Check it out if you haven't already. Another probably 83, 84. Oh no, this one's later than that. Because I think this is like their third album, second album. I can't remember. But Honeymoon Suite, The Big Prize. Yeah, 1985, this one. So, Bad Attitude, Feel It Again. One by One, the last song on side one. Yeah, decent album. I always dug Honeymoon Suite, so that certainly qualifies as music by numbers. And then I know Jack also showed one of these guys' albums. This is Thick as Thieves by Trooper, possibly their breakout album. I guess it's hard to say. In Canada, they were already quite successful as far as regionally goes, well, nationally I should say. But yeah, this one is where is it? One Good Reason. Give me one good reason to stay. Yeah, Ray McGuire and the boys. I saw these guys live and kind of well, no, we partied with them semi after the show. Trooper and Prism, I won't get into that. That's a story for another video, and a story I've already told, so whatever. But always fond of that one of those guys. And then I'm going to round it off with one that is not Canadian, but in honor of Jack and his favorite band. Of course, I went with Styx, Paradise City. Paradise City. I'm thinking of Guns N' Roses. Paradise Theater. Jesus, Murphy. And so, yeah, AD 1928 is on here. This is one of those albums where I always thought side one is really amazing. Side two wasn't quite as stellar to me, but it also has AD 1958, kind of the opening and closing of the theater. It's kind of one of those albums, but yeah, very prominent in my generation. That early 80s stuff, it was played everywhere, at the high school dances and whatnot, which Too Much Time in My Hands was a big one. But yeah, there was another one here that was fairly prominent. The Best of Times, of course. Yeah, but yeah, great album. I really like Styx. There's not much in their discography I don't like as well. And of course, there is a Canadian connection nowadays. If you know, Lawrence Gowan is the vocalist. I believe he's still a vocalist. I haven't followed Styx as closely as Jack. Jack, I would defer to you on that, my friend. But I always like this as well. It's got I don't know if you can, yeah, you can see it. It's got the letters not etched into it. What do you call it? It's like a holographic effect, where it says Styx on here, and it's got the images. It's really cool. I really like it. So, like I say, side one to me is worth the price of admission to Paradise Theater. But that's it. That's if you don't know Jack, if you've not been to his channel, please, I encourage you to head over there and sub him up, get him to that 50 and beyond. Just sub it. Like I say, it doesn't cost a thing. Really good thread, and he's a good guy. Really like the new logo, Jack. I think I said that, but and some good entries. Now I can watch some more because I didn't want to be swayed one way or the other. I just want to pick the ones I want to pick, and whether they've been shown or not before, now I don't know, but I'll find out, and it was fun to do regardless. So thanks for stopping by, everybody. I do appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this one. I enjoyed doing it. I still want to jump on that other thread, but I'll get to that and get back to my show and tell, as I alluded to in my last video. Until then, take care, everyone, and we'll see you on the next one. Cheers, everybody.